Hello all you lovely computer scientists. Today we're just going to be showing off the basic way to create a variable in Java. It is a lot more complex than Python as it's less dynamic. You have to create it more yourself as the program itself will not adapt itself to whatever you do, such as you have to actually declare the type it is. It's a little bit more complex but still not too hard to wrap your head around, so good luck. Thank you very much. In Java, you will inevitably use variables. Now, in the previous video on Java, I said variables are less dynamic. What I mean by that is, if in Python you make a variable, it would just be x equals something. That doesn't work. You know why? Two main reasons. One, you need a semicolon at the end, just to mark this is that line of code over, or that piece of code over. Secondly, you have to declare its type. So I would have to declare int here, right? It's gonna make a simple print thing to print out x. Watch, it should print out 10, because luckily you can just straight print variables. However, if I don't specify that it is an integer, right? If I just have it, as you can see, it doesn't work because this is not a variable. If I do string, which in Java does use capital S, let's just see, it screws up because that's not a string, it's an integer. If I turn it into an string, bang, it works. This goes for a lot of data types as well. I think there's 12 data types in Java, or more than that. You got your strings, okay, your integers, okay, your floats, okay, 3 basic ones, your booleans, okay, character, okay, that's 5. Those 5 are all in Python. Then you got byte, bit, long, short, double, 3/1s kind of thing. The ones that when that first 5 are called primitive data types, they're a version of another data type which just uses different values. It's annoying to memorize them all, but the others are on different purpose, and I'll touch upon each of them individually in another video. This is a variable. If I want to do another one, I could do int y equals 10, and I could print that out. So make it equal a different value just so you can actually see a difference. Bang. Now, actually, I'll just put them all here. So string, int, float, bool, char, short, long, double, byte. Was bit? No, bit wasn't one. And I know there's one I'm forgetting. These are all the ones you would have for a variable. Genuinely, 8 of them. And I know I'm forgetting at least one. All of these have their own little unique things. These are standard, these are primitive. There's more primitive. So, I'll touch upon those later. That's about it. Variable, you gotta specify the value. Okay, specify the type. It's basically just standard Python. Well, specify the type, then declare it as if it was Python, then semicolon. I know that is not the technical way of explaining it, but that's the way it's easier to understand. Declare the type, then just declare it. Then obviously you have the semicolon. You always need a semicolon in any Java thing at the end of the line, because that denotes it is the actual end of that piece of code block. Because if I show you, 90% sure, doesn't actually really work on lines. That's basically just for white space, basically just for human understandability. The computer does not need different lines. I could do it all on a singular line, it would run fine. But as a human, you don't like that. As a human, we don't like one line. So, semicolon denotes it's a different command. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching the video. I do hope you learned something. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe. But especially comment, because I love learning how you learn. It helps make better videos for me, you, and everybody else watching. If you want a video about a specific topic, I will happily make a video about that. Or, well, try to. No promises, right? But yeah, thank you very much. Have a good rest of your day. Happy coding!